Don't manifest it, build it. I am a big fan of daydreaming what you want to be, right? Thinking about, okay, what's the end goal of this whole life thing? Well, usually you have a daydream like, oh, I'm on a yacht, I'm doing all sorts of stuff. Taking that daydream and then using the principle of inversion to say, okay, if I want to get to that state, what sort of work do I have to put in right now? There's a difference between that and manifesting. I see a lot of, once again, I'm complaining about nut jobs. I always complain about nut jobs who aren't even real. Whatever. There's a lot of people who are like, oh, if you just close your eyes and meditate for 30 minutes a day, you say, I want to be on a yacht. I want to be on a yacht. I want to be on a super yacht, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And you just have that meditation practice. It's going to eventually get there. And you could argue that like by putting it at top of mind, you start to unconsciously make decisions that are closer to that. But getting to something that extravagant, like a super yacht, it's possible. You can do it, but it's going to require a lot more planning and a lot more rigidity. Is that the right word? In terms of how you get there, you can't just manifest or meditate or do anything of that. So I'm like, once every 3 to 6 months, because your opinions change, your ideals change, what you want to do changes. Have that daydream scenario where you think really hard about where you want to go from here, and then inverse it, and then atomicize it, which that's another word I think I just made up. Make it to the most atomic level so that you have a specific task that becomes a task list that you then work towards.